Welcome everybody back to the channel. This is Aaron Reed with 2530 Media. Hey, if this is your first time stopping by, don't let it be your last. Go ahead and find that subscribe button so you can catch these videos when I upload them. It's normally once a week. And of course, if you enjoy the information that you're hearing today, go ahead and find that like button. So we're going to be talking about the Supernote Nomad today. How do I feel about it? Does it live up to the hype, or is it just another e-ink device? So we're going to dive into my review of the Supernote Nomad, let you guys know how I feel about it, the pros, the cons, and ultimately would it be a device that I would use for my everyday e-ink use. So let's dive into it. So now we're going to talk about some of the standout features on the Supernote Nomad. So the first thing we're going to look at is going to be the digest. So the digest is going to be a place where you can go for your learning, your studying, your deep note taking. The digest will allow you to pull information from multiple places, from the partner app that you can have on your phone or the desktop that lets you grab things from websites or third-party apps to actually on tablet. It allows you to set up a system for studying and deep research. Next, we're going to go on to the Notes app. What I like about the Supernote Nomad in the Notes app is the tools that you get. These are going to be some of the best tools that you can get on an e-ink tablet in this size category. And the organization on tablet is pretty good. You have the option to have headers or keywords, which gives you some indexing. When you create a header, it kind of gives you a table of contents with the name of that header that you created. I like the fact that you can have it in your handwriting. And when you get those keywords, they kind of work like tags. So you have keywords to let you know what that keyword is, what page you can find it on, and you also can change that to now just show you the keyword and what pages they're on. I also like the fact that I can create events and to-dos directly from the Notes app with my handwriting. I'll show you guys. Now this is how simple you can create that event. Now that we've did our smart lasso, now we've created our event. And you can see here, all the information is down there. 12/18/2025. And now you can see here, all the information is here from the title to the time. We're also going to create a to-do. Once you select new task, now it's going to create that new task. Now it's added to the to-do. Let's go check that out. First, let's look at the calendar entry. So first, we're going to look at the event we created. You see here, we have Zoom call 12/18 with a follow-up for 12/20/2025. So I have that down here as an event I created. Now we're going to go to our to-do. As you see here, your to-dos are broken up into categories. Once I go to all, I see my two to-dos that I have created. Another feature I like is going to be the quick access menu. So if you use the right side slider and slide down, this is what brings you to your main menu. You see here you have space for your quick access. You can add up to 8 files. It could be notes, PDFs, EPUBs, whatever it is. And that gives you quick access to those files. So I also like the filing or organization on the tablet as well, because you can save everything that you want into one folder. So as you see here, I have a folder saved with some notes. Also have some images saved in the same folder from a project I'm working on. I'm supposed to show you guys that. And if I wanted to move some of these documents to the other folder, I could do that as well. So now we were able to merge those files together. And of course, the writing feel of the tablet is probably the best in e-ink. So no matter if you're on the go or you're in the office, the Supernote Nomad could be that perfect companion tablet for your productivity needs. So as you guys saw, I kind of showcased my favorite features or tools on the Supernote Nomad. Of course, one of the ones I like the most is the digest feature. That digest that lets you do a little bit of deep studying. You can grab information from different sources, whether that's on the web with the partner app or a third party app, like you guys saw, I used the Kindle app, or on tablet with some PDFs or EPUBs that you have, or even notes. You can grab bits and pieces of information from all of these different places, throw them in a digest, have them under one category so you can do some deeper research and learning. Another standout app on the Nomad will be that Notes app. The Notes app gives you just everything you need and not too much to overwhelm you like some other platforms. I really like the headers and keywords function in the Notes app that gives you the opportunity to index your information out, kind of build that table of contents so you can quickly go to wherever you want to go to get that information that you took notes on. I also like the organization of the tablet. The organization on the tablet is pretty good. Gives you the opportunity to store everything that you want into one folder. It's pretty easy to navigate. You don't have to dig around in a lot of menus. And although the quick access limits you to 8 files, honestly, who needs to quickly access more than 8 files? So I like that quick access feature too. And also the two slider bars on both sides of the bezels, they're pretty cool and convenient. I've heard a lot of people complain about the gestures. I had zero issue getting both the smart lasso gesture and the circle to erase gestures to work. Now, the one thing I did have an issue with was the star. Putting the star down on your notes as a piece of organization as well, could never get it to work. But I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the software and has everything to do with me. Pretty sure it was just user error. And of course, the last thing that I really liked about the Supernote Nomad was the writing feel. The combination of the Feel Right screen film with the Heart of Metal or the pushpin ceramic nib makes for a great writing experience. Probably the best writing experience on e-ink. Now, as a personal preference, I don't like it. I like a more harder surface. Something like Remarkable. For me, the Remarkable platform has the best writing feel. Then after that, I would go Kindle Scribe, some books devices, and the PenStar eNote. But again, that's just a personal preference. When I look at Supernote overall and the writing feel, I'm pretty sure that's the best writing feel on e-ink. Now, a couple of things that I didn't like about the Supernote platform, well, specifically the Supernote Nomad, is going to be the presentation of the UI. Now, the UI itself is great. The software is great. But it's just the presentation, the aesthetics of it. I didn't like it. It felt kind of old, looked a little dated. It doesn't look as good as some other competing tablets. But with that being said, the function of the UI and the software is great, so you really can't complain about it. And again, I get that's just a personal preference for myself, but I don't think that that has any bearing on how good the tablet actually is. Now, when we move to the hardware of the tablet, the hardware of the Supernote Nomad is pretty premium. The modularity is pretty good. It's going to allow you to upgrade the internals of your tablet without having to buy a new one once Supernote puts out those pieces. I think the Supernote Nomad is a pretty good device. And actually, when you're looking at e-ink tablets between that 7 to 8 inch size category, they give you a lot of things like portability, lightweight. In my opinion, the Supernote Nomad is the best 7 to 8 inch size category note focused e-ink tablet. It's very versatile. It gives you that option to take notes, has that awesome partner app, has the digest, and of course has the Kindle app and native reader where you can do your leisurely reading as well. So this is what I was looking for when I daily drove the Supernote Nomad for the past week. I was looking to see how much of my normal workflow that I use on my normal daily driven tablet could I replicate on the Supernote Nomad. Now, I understand that I'm dealing with two different platforms and they're not going to work the same. So, that initial test, I knew I was going to run into a roadblock trying to run my normal workflow, and I was fine with that. And once I got to a point where I could no longer use my normal workflow, now I want to see what tools does the Nomad have to offer that can allow me to do the same task in an efficient and effective way and get the same results with the tools that are on tablet. And the Supernote Nomad allowed me to do that. Yes, it doesn't do everything that my normal daily driver tablet does, and I didn't expect it to. Instead, I was able to find a workflow that worked for me on the Supernote Nomad that I was comfortable with, that I actually enjoyed using. And I think that's the beauty of using different e-ink tablets. Me personally, I don't think there's really one that's better than the other. I just think that there are different e-ink tablets with different experiences. And the experience that I had with the Supernote Nomad was probably the best experience that I had on that 7 to 8 inch size category e-ink tablet because it has a lot of tools that you can use to be productive. You don't find too many tablets in that size category that have the amount of productivity tools and organization tools that you have on a Supernote Nomad. The only thing it's really missing is a front light if you need a front light for your workflow or your use case. So if you ask me, is it better than books? Honestly, I'm going to tell you no. I'm going to tell you books isn't better than Supernote, and Supernote isn't honestly any better than books. They're two unique platforms that give the user two different unique experiences, and it's just up to your personal preference which one you like to use more. So, in conclusion, I think the Supernote Nomad is going to be the best 7 to 8 inch size category note focused e ink tablet that gives you the versatility of being able to complete tasks, take some notes, do some deep research and studying, do your leisure reading, lightweight where you can take it anywhere. It's large enough for you to work on projects and tasks, but also compact enough for you to travel on the go if you're at a coffee shop, on a plane, wherever it is you need to go. So to answer the question, is the Supernote Nomad e-ink Brilliance or is it just all hype? I gotta go with its e-ink Brilliance. You're not gonna find another 7 to 8 inch size e-ink tablet that's no focus that's gonna give you the versatility that you get within a Supernote Nomad. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think the Supernote Nomad is the best e-ink tablet in that size category? Or do you guys think Supernote is just the best e-ink product out? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for sticking around to check out my review, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I really do think that the Supernote Nomad is the best e-ink tablet in that size category. I just personally I don't like the white version of it though. I would buy a Nomad. Wouldn't buy a Manta, but I would buy a Nomad. But if I bought the Nomad, it would have to be the crystal Nomad. I just like the way that thing looks. It's crystal with see-through. I just like this reterminal, man. I like this reterminal. If you guys like e-ink, need a desk accessory, and just want something cool on your desk when people come by and they say, "Ooh, what is that?" Man, you got to pick up a terminal or a reterminal. Who doesn't want a cartoon version of themselves? You know you want a cartoon version of yourself on your desk. You're gonna be like the coolest person at work if you have a cartoon version of yourself in color e-ink on your desk. It flashes from time to time. All right, that's it. I've said enough. I still like books over Supernote.